India slammed Pakistan as it raised the issue of Jammu and Kashmir in the United Nations Security Council, saying the neighbouring country is a living example of how a nation continues to evade accountability for serious crimes such as genocide and ethnic cleansing, and asserting that India will continue to take firm and decisive steps to combat cross-border terrorism. Dr. Kajal Bhatt, legal advisor at India's permanent mission to the United Nations, stated in the Security Council on Thursday that she was forced to take the floor to respond to some of the falsehoods and malicious propaganda spread by the representative of Pakistan, as they are accustomed to doing, like a broken record. She stated, "The irony is perhaps lost on Pakistan's representative, given their shameful history of genocide in what was then East Pakistan and is now Bangladesh over 50 years ago, for which there has been no acknowledgement, let alone apology or accountability." How Pakistani Army strategized the genocide. The struggle was one of the deadliest and most contentious in post-World War II history. While Bangladesh has long referred to the deaths as genocide, Pakistan has consistently disputed both the purpose and the scope of the atrocities. In 1971, the Pakistan Army launched a heinous military operation that resulted in a genocide during the liberation struggle, killing 3 million innocent people. Individuals were targeted for eradication on the basis of religion, race, and political beliefs during the 1971 genocide. The Pakistani Army planned the genocide in 3 stages. The first step was Operation Searchlight. The merciless and deadly armed action, launched by Pakistan's army on March 25, 1971, to quell the uprising of freedom-loving Bengalis against the dictatorial authority of Pakistan's rulers. The military leadership dubbed it Operation Searchlight. Many people were murdered as a result of the indiscriminate deployment of heavy artillery on urban areas, mainly in Dhaka, including Hindu students at Dhaka University. As a result, millions of Bangladeshis fled to India, primarily to West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya, and Tripura. West Bengal, in particular, was heavily burdened by the influx of refugees, and the state appealed to then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and her administration for food and housing help. The second was Search and Destroy, in which Pakistani soldiers murdered communities systematically from May to October. This is the longest phase, because it is when Bengali troops gathered and began to fight back. Rebel Bengali forces utilized better knowledge of the local topography to deny the army a chance to rule the countryside. This was also the period when the Pakistani army targeted women for rape, abduction, and enslavement. Scorched Earth was the third phase, which began in early December, and had the objective of arresting or killing prominent Awami League leaders, student leaders, and Bengali intellectuals in the main cities of then East Pakistan, including Dhaka, disarming Bengali military, paramilitary, and police personnel, and capturing armory, radio station, and telephone exchanges. Thereby, to take over the control of the province of East Pakistan, by ruthlessly curbing the non-cooperation movement, headed by Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. The subsequent bravery of the Indian Army, together with the fierce struggle put up by Mukti Bahini, which is the Bangladeshi guerrilla resistance movement comprised of the Bangladeshi military, paramilitary, and civilians, defeated the Pakistani troops. Over 93,000 Pakistani troops surrendered to Indian and Bangladesh liberation forces, making it the largest surrender since World War II. The intervention ended the conflict in 13 days, and resulted in the establishment of a new nation, Bangladesh. The US administration has never recognized the Pakistan Army's acts as genocide. Henry Kissinger described it as unwise and immoral, but never as genocidal. The atrocities committed against the Bengali people were certainly genocide, under the standards of the 1948 United Nations Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of Genocide.